What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be learning why the UK has a secret mail service. I have no idea what this means, but I thought it would be very interesting. Why do you have a secret mail service?
Do you guys even know that you have a secret mail service?
Why have I never heard of this secret mail service?
Maybe.
Oh, maybe because it's secret. Anyways, guys, if you can't tell, I can barely breathe through my nose, so please deal with me if you see me gasping for air, because I am definitely dealing with some sort of cold right now. Hopefully, we just put in a new air purifier downstairs. So, by the way, I'm very excited. I just want to announce that I think we finally figured out why we've been feeling so sick lately.
Yeah.
Or for a long time now, and we believe it's because of the register down in the basement that every time the HVAC unit, the air conditioning or the heat comes on, it's been sucking in dirty air, basically. And so we've been breathing this air that's constantly been affecting us for literally the last number of years. And so now that we just put a second air purifier in, that's right, we now have two, which the first one was amazing, but I already can tell a difference.
Yeah.
Literally just that soon. And so I'm excited because maybe finally we can get back to being our healthy selves, which we used to be.
Good, yeah.
Yes, because it's been a while.
Yeah.
So, yes,
Hopefully
knock on wood.
You guys are good too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you guys in the UK generally don't run HVAC, so during the summer, they don't deal with that. But during the, I don't know. Do you guys mostly in the UK have like standalone heaters, or do you have a centralized heating system? That's something I've never even looked into.
That's true. We've talked about air conditioning, but we've never talked about heat.
Because here, the HVAC system, the air conditioning and the heat basically come through the same system. Yeah, unless you've got a, what do you call it?
Like radiant heating. Or
I wonder, maybe they got radiant heating.
Heaters.
Maybe it's radiant. I bet that might be.
Like the water boiler type.
Yeah, I bet that might be. I bet you guys have boilers in the UK mostly.
Maybe so.
We were looking at a house recently that had a boiler, and we're like, yeah, that sounds really nice because you don't have to deal with
the dry heat instead of like or I don't know if it would be dry.
Well, no, I'm talking about specifically not having to deal with the vent system.
Right.
That's our issue.
Constant blowing of air.
Yeah. It dries you out. It's it's obviously dealing with some dust and whatnot, but I am excited. But anyways, guys, enough rambling about that. We are going to be checking out why the UK has a secret mail service.
The Queen of England is head of state of over 16 Commonwealth realms, which includes many nations and their overseas territories. The United Kingdom has close diplomatic relations with 53 Commonwealth nations and accounts more than 134 embassies and consulates spread all over the world.
He said 134, but there it says 270, so.
Yeah, I don't know the difference here. Let us know in the comments what the difference is.
If you look back at the history of the country, Britain has made colonies around the globe, ruled more than 23% of the world population at a time, fought both world wars, including hundreds of smaller wars and battles in almost every corner of the world.
Wow.
Between making colonies, fighting battles, winning wars, ruling people, and maintaining good relations with allies, one thing is extremely essential, and that's communication. And very often, secretive communication. Exchange of mails between Britain and its high commissions, consulates, and embassies around the world without being hijacked or compromised. For more than 5 centuries, the UK has employed a group of loyal men called King's or Queen's Messengers who carry the government's top secret mails and
I've heard of the King and Queen's Messenger.
You have?
I've heard it. I don't know anything about them. I've just heard it.
Parcels around the world, risking their lives and facing dangers that may sound stranger than fiction. These people wear plain clothes, travel in commercial planes, sitting next to you and carry no gun. Yet, this lesser-known service is dubbed as one of the most efficient and successful secretive services in the world.
What?
The service goes as far back as the 15th century, when King Richard III reputedly employed a messenger to hand-deliver secretive documents for his monarch. Later on, Charles II, exiled in Europe, appointed 4 trusted men to convey messages to royalist forces in England. When asked how they were to be identified as His Majesty's messengers, Charles II broke off 4 greyhounds from a silver breakfast platter familiar to royal courtiers and presented each with this token. A silver greyhound thus became the symbol of the service, which has remained.
Greyhound.
The Greyhound.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're
We
known
have a
as...
bus service here called...
Well, they're known as kind of speedy, you know what I mean? I don't know where the secretive aspect would be with the Greyhound necessarily.
I think it was just what was there, so it became a symbol, but...
Remain so to this day. This also gave the messengers a nickname of Silver Greyhound.
The Silver
On
Greyhound.
formal occasions, the Queen's messengers wear this badge from a ribbon, and on less formal occasions, many messengers wear ties with a discrete greyhound pattern while working.
So this is still going on today?
This tie with
I
its
guess
embroidered
so.
pattern works as a passkey and proves the identity of the messenger in situations where it's difficult to show the Queen messenger's special passport. As messengers proved their usefulness over time, their number increased, and by the 17th century, king's messengers became an important department in the royal palace. Starting from 1795, messengers began to be deployed abroad, and their role became not only important, but dangerous. With England being at war with France, it was now impossible to predict when a messenger would arrive back in London. Some were killed whilst on duty, while others still succeeded despite dangers. On his way to Europe, a messenger named Andrew Basilico was caught in France, but when French officers opened the package, they found nothing but bundles of plain papers. Basilico, knowing he was about to be caught, had eaten the papers that contained sensitive information. In
Wow,
another
that's
case,
dedication.
a messenger's
That is
boat
dedication.
and package were once seized by pirates. The wily messenger challenged the pirate chief to a contest of solving a chess puzzle from an old newspaper clipping. The pirate chief accepted the challenge, being unknown to the fact that the Queen's messenger had already seen the answer in the following week's edition. Britain won the contest, and the pirates had to let him go with his bag. Another messenger, forced to stay in an unsafe Chinese hotel, deliberately left his wallet on his bed, secreting his diplomatic pouch under the bed frame. The wallet was stolen, but, satisfied with his haul, the thief did not search the room further. Queen's messengers have faced threats of the sort one would see in spy thriller movies. While traveling on communist trains, Queen's messengers would carry portable stoves to get food safe enough to eat and avoid getting poisoned.
Oh my goodness.
So the question is, how do people know
Yeah,
at the
that's a good
time
question.
that if they're kind of
If it was secretive.
and they're hidden in like plain clothes and whatnot,
Yeah.
how do people know that they're one of the Queen's or King's messengers?
A number of messengers have reported encounters with honey traps on their way.
Honey
Women
traps.
of rare beauty would try to seduce them in order to get secret couriers, while others have tried to persuade messengers to take them across the borders using their diplomatic passports. Commitment to the nation has enabled messengers to dodge all of these proverbial bullets. The Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations of 1961 gave the Queen's messengers even more widely acceptable recognition and guaranteed diplomatic baggage a safer passage without any hindrance. Messengers carry a special Queen's Messenger
have their own
passport that allows
passport.
them to avoid regular airport checks and provides them with immunity from being detained. Mails and parcels
That's
are carried
nice.
in a bag closed with a tamper-proof
They can't even be
seal and
detained.
has its own diplomatic passport. This
Wow.
bag does not go through normal airport baggage checks and must not be opened, x-rayed, weighed, or otherwise investigated by customs, airline security staff, or
Wow.
anyone else for that matter.
That's pretty crazy.
In March of 2000, Zimbabwe opened Britain's 6-ton diplomatic shipment, which sparked
6
diplomatic
ton?
tensions between the two nations. Confidential mails and documents aren't the only things Queen's messengers have carried in their bags. During World War II, Winston Churchill received shipments of Cuban cigars by this means. Each year, the Queen's pre-recorded Christmas Day message is sent in the diplomatic bag to every corner of the world.
Really?
Queen's messengers today work under Foreign and Commonwealth Office of the UK government. According to the official release of 2015, 18 messengers between the ages of 40 and 70 years old are actively performing their duty for the government. Their number has greatly reduced over the last few decades because of the
Makes sense.
advent of
Technology.
satellite communications. The potential danger of cyber hacking, code breaking, and WikiLeaks won't completely eliminate this service anytime soon.
Wow. So, I guess, as I was just asking, is it still around? It obviously is. That is wild.
I know.
These guys are like modern, like James Bond or something, it seems
Well,
like.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, well,
Like secret spy.
But like the honey pot thing got me thinking about James Bond, and then like they got these special passports and they can't be detained.
I know.
Like that's interesting.
What
like,
if they become compromised though? That's kind of dangerous.
well, here's the thing. Like, I wonder, like, if all countries recognize this, like, because you're entering a different country. Obviously, a country can make their rules. Like, they're not going to recognize. Like, we're going to detain
unless
you.
it's a Commonwealth country. Like, how would you have the authority as Britain to say you have to follow these rules?
Yeah, obviously, I think in Commonwealth countries this wouldn't be an issue.
Right.
But like the question is, outside of Commonwealth countries, I wonder how often they're actually taking these secret mails to places that aren't Commonwealth countries.
Yeah, I wonder how busy they stay.
Yeah, obviously these days, probably not nearly as much. This is wild though. Like I never knew something like this is it, but it makes sense. Every country has their little secret operations that, but this is really fascinating. Mm-hmm. I would love to know like what the average one of these people look like. I mean, I bet they just look like regular people and they're just dressed like normal.
It's like a variety of different, to blend in.
Yeah. But guys, this was interesting. Let us know in the comments what other interesting, secretive, governmental stuff should we look at.
Yeah.
I really enjoy kind of learning about the secret side of things, if you will. So let us know in the comments if there's some really cool stuff we should look at in terms of that type of thing. But I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please click that like button. Feel free to drop your comments or suggestions about this video or others. And don't forget to subscribe to continue to follow us on our journey. Until next time, peace.
Bye.